plan will also help reduce the cost of child care by allowing parents to fully deduct the average cost of child care spending from their taxes.
Donald Trump promising tax breaks for child care. To Sabrina Schaefer on the merits of this policy. Sabrina, I got to tell you, this sort of breaks too from old school GOP thinking, but it might be realistic in a modern age.
Oh, absolutely, Charles. I was really happy to hear Trump, sort of at least reference some of these workplace challenges that many working women face. Look, I have 3 kids sitting in the green room right now waiting for me because it's summer vacation, right? So this is an issue that we can help a lot of working families with, and it does not need to come at the expense of freedom. We can do this without growing government, and I think that Trump made a nod in the right direction, which is that we can consolidate a lot of the existing child care tax credits so that people, men and women, families, have more control over the choices they make by keeping more of the resources that they earn.
Which route is the best, do you think? Do you think the direct payment plan, I think that Hillary Clinton talks about, or having it deducted from your taxes, or doesn't matter either way?
At the Independent Women's Forum, we recommend a child care tax credit. I think what we want to make sure is that we're not punishing some at the expense of others. Everybody is not a parent. Everybody does not have the same needs or preferences when it comes to the workplace and their family arrangements. So what we want people to be able to do is to have the freedom to make the choices that make sense for their families. Some people are going to choose to have a stay-at-home parent. Others are going to leave their children with a family member. Others are going to choose maybe a daycare facility. All of these things are fine, but we want to make sure that people have the freedom to make those choices and that government isn't biasing against or for different arrangements.
This gets back, I think, to the supply side argument or notion here that ultimately, even if the government is involved and spending money on this one way or the other, by having people go to work, they will make money and they'll spend that money and it will circulate in the economy. Is that essentially how it works?
Well, it is. I mean, I think I'm always a little bit wary of pushing, 100% labor force participation. What would that actually look like if we had no parents who were around to help raise those children? But I think it's really important to keep in mind that when it comes to working moms, the Pew Research Center a few years ago found that only 23% of working moms said that they would choose to work full-time were it an option. So clearly, most women are working because they have bills to pay, and they need to pay those bills and to make their families work. And so I think we need to do more to help those people without growing government. And there's a lot that we can do, child care, paid leave, and the like, that will actually help working families.
There's no doubt that's a force. 20 million people working part-time because they want to. Another large chunk that are working part-time because they have to. Sabrina, go have fun with those 3 kids.
Thank you, Charles.
I'll see you soon.